The introduction to the Mongol Empire delves into the origins and expansion of one of history's most formidable and influential empires, which emerged in the 13th century under the leadership of Genghis Khan. At its peak, the Mongol Empire stretched from Europe to Asia, covering vast territories and connecting diverse cultures. This colossal empire is hailed as the largest contiguous empire in history, characterized by its remarkable military conquests and innovative governance strategies. Its significance lies not only in its sheer size and power, but also in its profound impact on global trade, cultural exchange, and historical development. The Mongol Empire's importance to world history cannot be understated. By establishing the Pax Mongolica, a period of relative peace and stability across Eurasia, the empire facilitated trade and exchange along the Silk Road, reviving and boosting commerce between the East and West. This allowed for the transfer of goods, ideas, technologies, and even religions, contributing to what can be viewed as an early form of globalization. The Mongols also implemented a sophisticated communication system across their territories, using relay stations and messengers to efficiently govern their vast domain, which has been compared to modern postal systems. Two significant examples illustrating the empire's influence include the transfer of gunpowder from China to the West, which eventually revolutionized warfare in Europe, and the spread of technological and scientific knowledge, such as advancements in astronomy and medicine, facilitated by Mongol connections. Moreover, the Mongol Empire's religious tolerance allowed for various faiths to coexist, promoting a diverse and rich cultural tapestry across its regions. Historians and scholars view the Mongol Empire's expansion and governance as revolutionary, citing their meritocratic approach to leadership and openness to new ideas as progressive for their time. However, this viewpoint is not universally accepted. Mongols' military campaigns were often brutal, leading to the destruction of cities and loss of life on a massive scale, which has sparked debates over their legacy as either barbaric conquerors or innovative unifiers. The introduction to the Mongol Empire is intrinsically connected to other aspects of its history, such as its military strategies, economic policies, and cultural impacts. Understanding the empire's formation provides crucial context for assessing its broad and lasting influence on Eurasian societies. Examining the Mongol Empire's rise and governance, we glean insights into how it shaped the course of world history, bridging disparate cultures and laying the groundwork for future global interactions. The Mongol Empire, which emerged in the 13th century under the formidable leadership of Genghis Khan, remains the largest contiguous empire in history. This vast empire stretched from Europe to Asia, encompassing diverse cultures and civilizations over its expansive territory. The significance of the Mongol Empire lies not only in its sheer size, but also in its profound impact on trade and cultural exchange across Eurasia. Unifying such a large portion of the world, the Mongols facilitated unprecedented levels of interaction between distant regions, effectively linking the East and the West. One of the most significant contributions of the Mongol Empire was its role in the Silk Road's revitalization. The Mongols provided a safe and stable environment conducive to trade, allowing goods, technologies, and ideas to flow freely across their empire. For example, luxurious products like silk, spices, and precious metals traveled from Asia to Europe, while scientific knowledge and cultural practices made their way back, enriching both regions. Another key example of the Mongol Empire's influence is its fostering of cultural exchange. To the Pax Mongolica, or Mongol Peace, scholars, artists, and traders could move relatively freely, leading to innovations in various fields, including astronomy and medicine. The famed Venetian explorer Marco Polo's travels to the court of Kublai Khan exemplify this cultural cross-pollination, as his writings introduced Europeans to the richness of Asian cultures. Opinions on the Mongol Empire's legacy vary. Some historians admire the empire for its promotion of trade and interaction, viewing it as a catalyst for globalization. However, others criticize its military conquests and the often brutal methods employed in building the empire, which caused significant destruction and loss of life. Despite these controversies, the Mongol Empire's emphasis on commerce and communication left an indelible mark on history, influencing subsequent empires and trade networks. Its legacy of connecting disparate cultures continues to resonate in today's globalized world, reminding us of the power and potential of cross-cultural exchange. In conclusion, the Mongol Empire's facilitation of trade and cultural exchange is a cornerstone of its historical significance. By bridging vast distances and diverse peoples, it not only reshaped the world map, but also sowed the seeds for the interconnected world we experience today. This point reflects the overarching theme of the Mongol Empire's pivotal role in history, illustrating the dynamic interplay between conquest and collaboration in shaping human civilization. The rise of Genghis Khan and the formation of the Mongol Empire is a captivating chapter in world history that highlights the emergence of one of the most formidable and expansive empires ever known. Born as Temujin, Genghis Khan unified the disparate Mongol tribes through a combination of strategic alliances, military conquests, and personal charisma. He established a disciplined and skilled army that mastered the art of warfare, incorporating innovative tactics like the feigned retreat, which allowed his forces to outmaneuver and defeat larger, more established armies. Unification of the Mongol tribes was significant because it marked the beginning of a rapid expansion that would create an empire stretching from East Asia to Europe, thus forming the backbone of the Mongol Empire. Two examples vividly illustrate this point. Firstly, the conquest of the Western Xia and Jin dynasties demonstrated Genghis Khan's military prowess and strategic acumen. Defeating these formidable Chinese states, he not only expanded his empire, but also secured vital resources and trade routes, laying the groundwork for economic prosperity. Secondly, the capture of the Khwarezmian Empire showcased the Mongols' ability to adapt and conduct warfare across diverse terrains, from deserts to mountains, which was essential in building a contiguous empire. Genghis Khan's rise is often supported by opinions that admire his leadership skills and his role in fostering a period of increased trade and communication across Eurasia. However, this era is not without controversy. Critics highlight the brutal nature of Mongol conquests, which often involved mass slaughter and destruction, raising questions about the ethical implications of empire building through violence. Additionally, some historians argue that the emphasis on military conquest overshadowed the significant cultural and technological exchanges facilitated by Mongolian rule, pointing to an alternative view that prioritizes their contributions to global history rather than their methods of expansion. This point is intricately connected to other aspects of the main topic, as the formation of the Mongol Empire under Genghis Khan set the stage for a period known as the Pax Mongolica. This era of relative peace across Asia opened up new trade routes such as the Silk Road, which not only facilitated economic trade, but also led to significant cultural exchanges, impacting societies across continents. The establishment of a code of law, known as the Yasa, provided a framework for governance that influenced the stability of the empire and allowed for the safe passage of goods, people, and ideas. Thus, the rise of Genghis Khan was not merely about military might. It was a transformative period that reshaped the interconnectivity of civilizations across Eurasia. Mongol Empire, spanning the 13th to 14th century, remains a remarkable historical phenomenon, being the largest contiguous empire ever established. Founded by the formidable Genghis Khan and carried on by his successors, the empire extended from Eastern Europe across Asia, facilitating unparalleled trade and cultural exchange across Eurasia. Significance of the Mongol Empire lies in its unprecedented size and the way it interconnected diverse regions, effectively knitting a vast array of cultures and economies together. This connectivity laid the groundwork for what later became the Silk Road, transforming it into a conduit for commerce, communication, and cultural exchange on a scale previously unseen. Under Mongolian rule, the Pax Mongolica, or Mongol Peace, ensured relatively safe and stable conditions for traders, scholars, and travelers. This facilitated the flow of goods, such as silk, spices, textiles, and even technology and ideas between the East and the West. A prime example of the Mongol Empire's influence is the city of Karakorum, the empire's capital, which served as a melting pot of different cultures, with artisans, merchants, and diplomats from all corners of the known world. Additionally, the Mongolian facilitation of the Silk Road was instrumental in the travels of figures like Marco Polo, who journeyed from Europe to Asia and back, greatly enhancing European understanding of Asian cultures and geography. Support for these achievements is evident in the writings of historians who note the Mongols' exceptional military tactics and administrative skills in managing such a broad and diverse empire. However, despite these achievements, the Mongol Empire was also marked by controversies. notably its often brutal military campaigns and the destruction they wrought upon cities and cultures that resisted them. These actions have led to debates about the Mongols' legacy being one of cultural destruction versus cultural integration. Ultimately, the Mongol Empire's extensive trade networks and cultural exchanges laid the foundation for globalization's early roots, influencing political, economic, and cultural development long after the empire's decline. This point ties into the broader topic by demonstrating how the empire's scale and influence extended beyond mere conquest, fundamentally shaping the evolution of the regions it touched. While the empire itself eventually fragmented, its legacy continued, shaping the course of history through the exchanges it facilitated and the cultural syntheses it inspired.